My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. It's time to go with Vanessa. First Vanessa run since the... well, hang on. I was about to tell you it's the first Vanessa run since the patch. It's my first Rhapsody Plays episode of Vanessa since the patch. I have played Vanessa since the patch. Okay? She's good. I don't know what to tell you. B1 and B2 having the opportunity to upgrade so many items for you is really impactful. Alright. Start with 4 small silver tier items or 1 small gold tier items and 5 loot items. I think with 4 small silver tiers, I have a much higher chance of hitting something that is, what's the word I'm looking for here? Good. Those? I count those as good. They're certainly, like, very separate pieces for very separate builds. But there's a little bit of direction here. Revolver, every 3 seconds, deal 16 damage with a crit chance of 20% when you crit, reload it with 2 ammo. I'll also get a bolus, every 4 seconds, deal 60 damage, slow an item 3 seconds, 2 ammo on that one. And then we have Catfish, every 4 seconds. They buffed this little guy, gave him a little bit of a faster cooldown, was previously 6. Poison 3, when this gains haste, gains 2 poison for the fight. And then finally the lighter. Every 3 seconds, burn 2. Colt is right there, selling ammo items. The thing is, he's only going to sell me bronze tier ones today, and I don't know if I want bronze tier ammo items. Especially considering I'm pretty sure this guy can't sell Powder Flask, which is the reloading one. Definitely can't sell Ramrod, unfortunately. Jungle Ruins. Great early event as Vanessa, because she gets to plunder it for treasure and get another small silver tier item. Oh, Clamra. Every 9 seconds, slow 2 items in 1 second. At the start of the fight, use this. Love it. So a couple different directions I could go here. There's Pyro, who would have to give me either a Cinders or the Fiery skill. So I either get +2 burn for my lighter or I get +1 burn for my lighter. That said, the lighter is also the tool that I immediately took off field, because unless I get a lot of additional burn, it has to be up to like 7, 8, 9 burn before it's suddenly a tool that actually does damage to the enemy. Burn is so interesting in that way. It's like, the difference between 5 burn and 6 burn on an item is actually gigantic. It seems like it's 1. It really seems like the difference between them is 1, but it's not. Kyber Drone. One of the reasons to go here would be picking up Trained early on, because if I could pick up the skill Trained, then suddenly the Clamra just gives additional damage to the rest of the field. I mean, the Bolus is also here for slowing. You know what? Yeah, let's go to the Kyber Drone for exactly that reason. I mean, look, I'm probably not going to get Trained, but if I could...
See that plank? Walk it.
I saw that there wasn't much left on the field, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be the skill. It's not. 5% additional crit chance probably ends up going on the Revolver. Tiny but furry monster. Hey, buddy. Guess what? If I have a friend, or as I've learned, a tool, sorry, not tool, a toy or a food-based item, you have unique interactions you can do with the tiny furry monster. So I'm gonna play hide and seek. The other options are 25 max health and a single silver tier loot item for scaring the tiny little furry creature away. You become the monster by doing so, though. Strange Mushroom, 4 gold or a neutral item. Curio, I don't think I really want to go to Curio right now. I'm just gonna, like, I already have a field, right? I don't want to go to Curio to try and field something additional for it. Ideally, like, what? I'd get boots, rocket boots, Shadow Cloak maybe. But I already win day 1 most of the time with what I'm currently fielding, so I'm gonna go for the Strange Mushroom. Oh, I could get a single random neutral item here. Any of the items that Curio sells, I'm pretty sure. I'll be selling it for 4 gold. Alright. I don't really want to sell the Eagle Talisman for just 5% additional credit on the Revolver. It's probably not going to make a difference.
My fight isn't with you.
But also, I probably don't want to keep the Revolver on board that long. I'd have to get a lot of weapons support and a lot of ammo support to really want to keep it. Ah. I I'm pretty sure because of my poison that I'll beat you. Because, yeah, I'm going to run out of ammo over the course of this fight, but you'll be poisoned. Yeah. We'll level up immediately after the fight as well, because we got a single experience on the first day.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
All right, Pip. If you're going to give me Immolating Spark, then sure, maybe I'll take 3 additional burn on the lighter. Maybe I should go for 3 additional poison on the catfish, though. Yeah, 3 additional poison on the catfish. I like the catfish with a 4-second cooldown. I think it's got legs. Middle, you sell medium items. You can sell silver tier medium items at the moment, but like,
Sale, no sale. I want
oh
what's
my
right
god.
for
I
you.
was about to say I want haste giving tools, but if you're just gonna give me the ramrod, your ammo items have 20% additional crit chances, 40% at diamond. When one of your ammo items run out of ammo, charge this 1 second. It otherwise happens every 4 seconds and reloads adjacent ammo items 1 ammo.
Oh, delivery
That
is free.
has solved
I like the
every ammo
exercise.
problem we could theoretically have. So suddenly, I'm going in ammo. Which also does beg me to roll here, because I could hit cannon or double barrel.
I used
Double
to
barrel?
offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
So with 40% crit chance on the revolver, it might not even need the additional reloading from Ramrod, whereas the double barrel definitely needs to be on field. Upgrading the double barrel as soon as possible is going to be really important, but thankfully, I'll actually get rid of the lighter as well so I can pick up the star chart just for future events for the docks.
Really gonna enjoy that.
But thankfully, there's a lot of access via both the Lost Crate events. Do I still have a friend? Yeah, I do. I mean, there's experience on the other side as well if I just want to go for the straight experience, but I've got to go through the friend so I can play some hide and seek. Upgrading this double barrel is going to be really important because it gets 25 additional damage with that upgrade. It's gigantic, but there's a lot of access to early game upgrades now, courtesy of the fact that the Lost Crate has a silver tier upgrade hammer as well as B1 and B2 just constantly showing up, upgrading all of your bronze tier items. That's the thing that I think is really powerful. B1 and B2 being able to upgrade so many items at the same time. Like, I want to hold on to bronze tier loot until I run into B1 and B2 and upgrade all of it. It's pretty impactful. I think I have enough damage on this board courtesy of the Ramrod reload to let us take this fight. Usually the problem that ammo builds have in the early game is they don't have enough ammo to get through PvE fights.
As spineless as a jellyfish.
We are not going to share that problem. Mountain Pass, please give me a combat. It's the Covetous Thief. Thank you.
Knife or beak? Your choice.
I even get the level up here. If I get one of the squares, as in Grindstone or Shadowed Blood, safe doesn't necessarily count. If I get one of the squares, I might sell it.
Watch the sky.
Sorry, might sell it.
Watch your
Sorry,
back.
I would sell safe. That's why it doesn't count as one of the squares. If I get one of the squares, I might run it, is what I meant to say. Thank you. Pickpocket. At the start of each fight, gain 1 gold. Sure.
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
Gaining a bronze tier item certainly seems like a good idea here. Getting additional crit and cooldown reduction on both double barrel and the revolver. The revolver only needs to be at 50% crit chance for it to... Okay. If it rolls exactly half hits and half not hits, right? If it crits half the time and doesn't crit half of the time, and it does it in that order, crit, not crit, crit, not crit, crit, not crit, if it at least spices it up, then it will fully keep itself reloaded the entire time. Obviously, with a 50% crit rate, it could still hit 6 non-crits in a row and just run out of ammunition. But it's getting very close to the point that it's quite reliable to keep the revolver firing without any reload the
Sails
entire
down,
time.
anchors up. Just waiting for your command.
Let's gain a bronze tier item. Shoe blade. That's not even an item. Literally, it's not in the game. Okay. Well, this is going to be my upgrade a bunch of stuff at the same time. I kind of want to sell the scrap. Maybe I sell catfish. I have to sell something so I have 8 gold for B1 and B2 here. Because they'll upgrade all of my bronze items for 8 gold, and I want to make sure that I don't sell a bronze item to get that. Because the upgrades will be Star Chart, Double Barrel, Shoe Blade, which will sell for an extra $1. Eagle Talisman sells for an extra $1 as well as gives us 5% more crit chance.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
And I'm officially going to give the additional 10% crit chance to the Double Barrel. A pig that lost day one? I'm not sure I'm threatened right now.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Good crit.
Next time I'll show you what I learned.
Yeah, you have scaling on board, but like in any other world, I would look at that board and I would be terrified on day 2. You've got a Ganjo, you've got textiles and a spiky shield already on board and a frontal shielding to help you. But the double barrel does a lot of damage. 450. How long did we even get into that fight? If the revolver fired 3 times, we were just over 7.5 seconds into the fight. And if the bolus only fired 1 time, that literally means we were less than 8 seconds into the fight. So we were just under 8 seconds into the fight. Double barrel has absolutely eviscerated them. They're gonna change the numbers on this thing. I need you to know that they will be changing them. Look, I'm not telling you I have inside information, because I don't. But they will absolutely need to change the numbers on this. It's the fastest weapon that Vanessa has access to, bar none. And on top of that, it also does the most damage. Like, the rifle or katana, like, these things have very, very low base damage, even after their buffs. But they fire once every 2 seconds for a medium-sized item. This fires twice every 3 seconds for a medium-sized item, and it does more damage than them. Sure, it carries ammo as a downside, but like, as soon as you fix that, and a single slot will usually fix that with a powder flask, it gets real wild. I'm gonna buy 150 more health, because if I have... yes, I know Isla is right there, and she sells weapons, but like, my board's really good right now. And a single weapon is not especially going to change it right now. I need to get very healthy. Regeneration. Alright, I'll take a regenerative tincture. It's the Street Gamer! Has a yo-yo as well as a bunch of piggles, and also has a skill that heals you for 10 every time you use a small item, which actually makes him quite intimidating as an enemy. I'm gonna go to Scout Trooper. Like, yes, Street Gamer is new, but Scout Trooper has all of the skills that an ammo build would want, in that, I mean, it has one skill, and the skill is called Gunner. Also, if I had an Uzi, I'd run it. If I had a Gunpowder, I'd use it. Bolus can't drop for me. Eagle Talisman, I guess I'd use. Nice. I'm not going to use Gunpowder on anything just yet. I'm finding myself very often in this position. Forger is currently offering me a bronze tier upgrade. I don't have any bronze tiers anymore. B1 and B2 saw to that.
Being an elder is just one perspective. Youth has its own wisdom.
Left-handed, your leftmost weapon deals 20 additional damage. I'll be taking that. I would love to get double barrel to inherit that, but it's going to be a little difficult. If I want Double Barrel to truly inherit that, I kind of have to do this. Because I need it to be my leftmost weapon. It definitely wants to have the star chart adjacent to it. The revolver would love to be on the other side as well, but it getting the additional damage is significantly less impactful than giving it to the double barrel, so... This is going to be a really awkward way to run the board, but I do believe it to be correct. I mean, sure, we can, you know, put other things on the field as well. I'm not saying that we can't run other items. Oh, wow. Powder Flask. Reload the item to the right of this 1 ammo every 4 seconds. Does that give me the ability to change this? Like, it'd go there, there, there. I think maybe I want the bolus to be the one that gets the additional cooldown reduction. And no, the additional crit chance I think is very important. 55% crit chance on the revolver. I think going to the Artisan Dunes for 10 additional damage on the double barrel right now is totally appropriate. So I got to be both greedy and get more powerful this floor. That's pretty important.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Ignition core, this is definitely... Ooh, ignition core with rigged on board as well. This is definitely one of the scariest things I can run into. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that was probably going to be how that went. So my goal is to make sure that I build a real board before that stops working. Again, they are going to change the numbers on this bad boy. It's so easy for Vanessa to get left-handed or right-handed, and then suddenly you have a 70 damage weapon. It's 80 because of the extra event. I think we are at the point that I go to Isla. Eating contests for a little more max HP would be nice, but like, I don't think I need that much more right now. Yeah, I think it's time to go to Isla, because if I get a single upgrade for one of these weapons, oh, the damage spike.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight.
Also, I do really want to replace Star Chart on field. It's just at this point I would really want to replace it with an ammo item because it comes with 20% additional crit chance. I don't think Torpedo is going to be that ammo item. Every 8 seconds when you use another aquatic... every 8 seconds, sorry, deal 100 damage. If you use another aquatic or ammo item, this gains 25 damage to the fight. If the item is large, reload 1 ammo. I could treat this as like a finisher. But it happens 8 seconds into the fight. I don't get 8 seconds into the fight a lot of the time with it right now with the bolus. Maybe this is the perfect position to take a torpedo.
Choosing your weapon is like choosing your mate. Don't rush it.
I could give Torpedo a second ammunition. I could just take Star Chart off the field, pop the Torpedo. You know what?
We'll borrow more gold from the tyrant.
I'm gonna sell this scrap for no benefit, unfortunately.
And when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
And give an additional ammo to the Torpedo. If I do get that long into a fight, the Torpedo will finish it for me. So Lost Crate, that gives us an opportunity for a level up, but it also gives us... Sorry, a level up is in like a silver tier upgrade. I don't think the Powder Flask needs that as much as I want to just get a skill, because the skill is based on the rarity of the day you're on. So day 4, this is probably like a 30% chance of being a silver tier skill. There it is, Net Launcher. First time you use a large item each fight, slow 2 items 3 seconds. I could totally see Port ending up on this field. I mean, I'm absolutely just gonna shoot a Hexa, previously named Technovirus, in the face for a trillion billion damage. Give me all your money. Okay. So the torpedo was the finisher there. By the time it goes off for the first time, it's 300 damage. It's still like slacking behind the double barrel, but it's also my second highest damage output weapon there, so. Crypto, that's additional money. Thank you. Argenta, do you want to give me something related to... Well, your weapons have plus 10% crit chance. That's not bad. Like, at the position where I am, where I do actually want to get to 100% crit chance across all of my weapons, that's not bad. Tiny Dancer, if you have 7 items in play, I do at the moment. I may not in the future, though. Your items have their cooldowns reduced by 5%. Yeah, it's pretty relevant, to be fair. Frostfire would be nice. I like burn, and I like freezing, but without a reliable source of burn already, I don't know if I want to have to get one and field one in order to freeze for 3 seconds. I think maybe I just want to go, like, all in on crit.
I hope we can do this again.
B1 and B2 are here, offering to upgrade my leftmost item, which is the powder flask. It's either I go to B1 and B2 and upgrade the powder flask, or I go to Quicksil and I can only look at her first store, because I don't really want to roll.
How do you hugelings use these things?
Cannon. Okay. Every 4 seconds, deal 60 damage and 6 burn.
On behalf of the Grand Society of blah blah blah, bye!
I mean, there's the burn online, by the way, and the thing I said that I didn't have. So that's the same amount of ammo used over the same amount of time here. Okay. It's just this one carries the burn as well. It's got to be mountain pass and it's got to be a fight. Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I have enough damage to get through the flame juggler fight.
Fire is life.
Like, yes, you do a whole mess of damage. Can you survive until I die to that damage, though?
Snuffed out. Extinguished.
The difference between 6 and 7 is pretty big, especially when it's critting. That's even more difference. I'm going to give the cinders to the cannon and then head into my fight against Thornforged. That's a very familiar name.
It makes this more fun.
What am I going to run into next? Big McLarch huge?
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Yep. Pretty much how I wanted that to go. Silver tier gunpowder plus ammo. Yeah, I'll take that. It'll definitely be useful. Maybe not at the moment. I don't think there's anything I want to give additional ammo to right now. Middle selling medium items, possibility of going there and then rolling, looking for an upgrade on cannon, torpedo, double barrel, or ramrod. Any of those with an upgrade would be sick as hell. I'll sell crypto for 10 because that's the second largest amount it can sell for. It can sell for 11. It is bugged in that way.
Nothing huge. All about just toss that on my back and I'll trot it to your door.
10% additional crit chance to all of our ammo items, as well as when it reloads, it now reloads 2 ammo. To its adjacents. I don't think Revolver needs to be adjacent to Ramrod anymore. Ramrod now wants to be adjacent to something else. I mean, I could even do this. Yeah, the slower reload is more appropriate for the torpedo, whereas the double barrel getting the 2 ammo reload at the same time seems much more on board. I'll roll here. I'm more than happy with what I got. But if I do get the upgrade for either of the other 3, things get real stupid. Arbalest. I have no haste triggers, but every 8 seconds deal 100 damage. When you haste, this gains 80 damage for the fight. Ugh, it feels bad not to take the gold weapon that's being offered to me. but I'd have to suddenly find a way to get a bunch of haste on this board. And right now, I might not even need to do that. Sextant obviously is a way to get haste on this board, but it takes 2 slots off of my board in order to do so. I've got to heavily limit my damage, and that's like, I got to put the Sextant on board, and now I've also got to put the Arbalist on board, so where am I generating my crit from? Absolute nightmare. Why don't I go to the docks and get 5 golden experience about it? That'll make me forget. Vengeance from Infernal Envoy would be really good here. 15%. Actually, I think it's 10% at the level that he gives it to you. 10% lower cooldown on your right and leftmost. That said, I'm going to go for the maximum golden experience here as well. I want to push my advantage as far as I can while I can. You can even get 4 experience out of this fight if they give you the EXP vial. I'd be pretty happy to get Petrifying Gaze. The first time you fall below half health, each fight freeze all enemy items for a second. Paralytic Poison. The first time you poison each fight, freeze an item for 3 seconds. And yeah, we can see the double barrel is extremely outmoding all of the other damage. So I need to find other things that are capable of keeping up with the double barrel. You know, Goldie, if you sell me a gold tier repeater, oh my god, sell me Ballista. I could use it right now. Figurehead. Weapons to the right of this have plus 50 damage. If I... Honestly, I think I take Torpedo off the field to do that, because I want small, fast-firing weapons for the sake of this. Yeah. It's 50 additional damage, is the thing. So it seems like it's not much, and then you realize it's 50. I don't think I need to deploy that additional gunpowder just yet. Rolling here would be most of my remaining gold, so I'll leave. Upgrade a silver tier or lower item. Really feels like that should be given to the double barrel, literally just to keep atop the damage curve.
Haha! Now this will inspire the crew.
And he's selling small items. What am I looking for from that? Vanessa's Amulet. Obviously, Bolus or Revolver upgrades. Probably not Grape Shot. Maybe Grape Shot. It would be faster than the Bolus, and it would... So it's a 3-second small weapon, right? So it's Revolver and Bolus. Revolver and Grape Shot, rather. Next to one another are both 3-second weapons, and they both fire at the same time. So they kind of constitute a double barrel. They just have significantly lower damage, but the damage is attributed now to the figurehead, so that'd be something. There's also a possibility of going for Gumballs. I'm gonna go check out what Andy has.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste.
Headaches. Your weapons have just 12 additional damage. I mean, it's nice, but I think I'm far past 12 being a number that really moves the needle. Grenade. Every 4 seconds, deal 100 damage with a crit chance of 25%. We'll be taking that.
You got it here.
I mean, I can have it be the one that's reloaded, in which case I should give Cannon the additional ammo. Because with the 65% crit chance, this grenade is absolutely going to eviscerate enemies. Whereas Bolus wasn't really contributing that much to our damage and was just slow. We don't really need slow because we kill the enemy pretty much immediately after. So just give me higher damage in a single slot.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies. You should know.
Also,
I'm
for
a
what it's worth, like,
legend on Pelago.
it's pretty early for me to have a golden figurehead. Yeah, they've got a silver figurehead. I don't think that's going to be enough, especially when you have no shielding on field. You might have heal, but...
Defeat does not defeat me.
yeah, that's why I said it. our level... Is it level 8? We're gonna get a... we're gonna get our all-in gold tier skill soon, but if they offer me C4 as the other store, I'll go there. Star chart. I'll look at pole, but it comes down ultimately to whether or not you have a ballista, because I don't think, would I even feel the ballista?
Hello, little sentient.
I'll tell you, I'm certainly not fielding Electric Eel's Water Wheel or Lighthouse here. I will say, though, Lighthouse and Electric Eels both being on the the left-hand side of the figurehead for 20% reduced cooldown on both of those aquatic items, I can certainly see that being a good thing. I'm not going to do it, though. We're already doing so much of the better thing. Okay, if I roll here and I do find something I want, I don't think I want port. Port is a very slow way for us to try and reload things. Like, I'd have to be taking damage off board in order to put port on board. Like, sure, I can take Ramrod off, but Ramrod's also a lot of my crit chance. I don't think we take port.
In and out, here and there.
I think I was literally just looking for ballista, which, that seems a mistake. And again, I'm going to go for golden experience. Especially because gold and experience each have been made much harder to come by. Making it even more important and impactful to get them when they can. Death caps every 5 seconds. Poison 1, and your poison items gain +1 for fight. Unfortunately, we don't get C4. We've got Professor Wriggle or Zara, and then the final is All-In. I'll be going to All-In just so that I can try and take advantage of gold tier scaling skills. Gonna. Wow. Your items have +2 max ammo. It's exactly it.
Every coin goes back to our community.
It's pretty much what I would have asked for.
Thank you.
I will keep the Ramrod on field because the 30% crit chance still really does make a difference for us. But yeah, I honestly don't believe I run out of ammo anymore. I don't think Ramrod even needs to reload anything before I finish the fight. I think it's literally just here as a Vanessa's Amulet right now, so if I can find a Vanessa's Amulet, I'll field that instead. Absolutely Mountain Pass provoke a fight. Even if you gave me the Lich, I would be able to kill them. If you gave me Infernal, I'll kill that too. JD to sell random items. Sure.
A friend. I mean, a customer.
None of those are especially real. Holsters at the start of your fight. Haste your small items for 1 second. I mean, I don't have that many small items. I got 2. I'd have to take one from a field to put the holsters on. Yeah, maybe if I had the first time you haste freeze and the first time you freeze haste, then having holsters to immediately start that chain at the start of the fight would be good, but I don't think we're doing that here. Pet Rock. It's very, very good. If this is your only friend, your items have 15% additional crit chance. Like, I could replace Ramrod with that, and it gets 15% crit chance to all of my items. I'm not going to do that, but I could. But I'm not. But King Hiji. Do I have anything else I need to rectify about my board positioning? The answer to that is no. So I click the button and then watch them die.
But I've seen my share of storms.
I mean, realistically, an enemy with a fast enough attacking weapon and lifesteal, like Crow's Nest and what I imagine is a double barrel there, yeah, stands a pretty good chance of killing me. Because I have to kill them very quickly in order to get them between their damage volleys here.
I paint my shit
Yeah.
red.
Like, I did way more damage than them, but they, healed back up with the lifesteal. Yeah. Well, I actually didn't do that much more damage than them. I did more damage than they have health. So that's courtesy of the silencer on the double barrel. And the fact that they have a 100% crit chance on that. They've got lifting for a little bit of additional damage on it, but not much. Yeah. Ooh. All right. I'm going to need to be able to beat enemies like that. Oh, do you have anything that can help me?
Dunes? Where shall we start?
Toxic cannon, you say? That gives me the ability to freeze. Yeah, I'll upgrade my cannon with toxic.
Left these things behind.
Now it poisons, equal to this item's burn. So its burn is 9, it poisons for 12 because it gets +3 poison from the final dose, and then it also freezes an item for us.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
No, I don't want it those. Musket does a lot of damage. When you burn, reload this one ammo. I wonder if I'm supposed to field musket here. It'd have 200 damage, 100% crit chance. Fires every 5 seconds. For 400 damage. That compares favorably against most of our things.
Hey, take your time.
I'm
in no hurry.
I could, like, take the ramrod off field for a period of time. Torpedo doesn't need to be with me anymore. I could take the ramrod off the field for a period of time and just run musket.
Leave already?
Who's surviving until I'm out of ammunition here? It's absolutely thug. The possibility of getting bonk and slowing down other aggressors, but also the defense of defenders, huge. Also, there's the bar of gold, 40 additional gold. There's also 15 additional damage to all of the weapons on field. There's also 6 additional damage to all of the weapons on field. And bonk. Like, there's so many hits here. About half of the things he can give me, I want. That'll do it. Enemy cooldowns are increased by 1 second, helpfully slowing them down. Give me a silver tier ammo item, because if you give me repeater, I'll actually use it. Oh, upgrade my grenade. Hell yeah. That's huge. F-Cell's burn items. I honestly don't think I'm going to find anything good there, but I will look at the first half of that store because I'm not excited about Gumballs or Cache of Riches right now.
May the first fire shine upon you.
Fiery Arbalist. I'd have to suddenly generate a bunch of haste out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm definitely not rolling here.
I'll keep them burning until you return.
Another possibility was getting, what's the item called? Blunderbuss there. Actually, Blunderbuss might just be a burn reference item rather than a burn item. So it might not be able to be sold there. I really think if it says a thing on the thing, like, musket should be a burn related item, right? Because it says burn on the item, but also it doesn't cause burn. So you can't find musket at the burn store, despite the fact that it is directly related to burn builds. I'm getting surprised by that a lot recently. Jules Cafe, you just give me 25 additional damage and I'll just blast away at a face until it's no longer there. That's exactly right, I'll cause some carnage. Thank you, sorry, I forgot the word. Runic double barrel next to a shiny diamond fang. So they will have lifesteal available. Just doesn't resolve quickly enough. I need to find a way to haste my board. 3 spare change. I would go here if this event upgraded the amount, the tier of spare change, but it's always just 3 gold. Like, if I had a reason to sell 3 individual items, maybe I go here, but like, in lack of that, I'll go and just look for the possible figurehead upgrade.
Warful.
Rowboat. Charges adjacent items 1 second. If you have 5 or more unique types, reduces cooldown by 50%. I'm pretty sure I have currently 2 types on field, aquatic and weapon. Yeah, that's going to be difficult to rectify. I'll spend 4 to give Clamora a little bit extra slow. I don't think Tripwire is appropriate here. When your enemy uses an item, slow it for 1 second. That really slows down my build. My build is about trying to beat the enemy before they use items. This is about waiting for them to use items and then hoping that I can respond powerfully enough. Yeah, I was just looking for the figurehead upgrade mainly here. Ramrod I would have taken as well. You know, 40% additional crit chance, pretty good. It's not 40% right now. Yeah, it's 40% later. Again, I'll happily take a Jules Cafe at this point for additional damage. Wandering Shoal. If you give me Thick Hide, that'll really help to retroactively validate my decision to take Clamora. So please do that. Also, we're about to get our first enchant, which is really going to help give us some additional direction here. Come on, Thick Hide. When you slow charge an item 1 second.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
You gave me a skill, but the wrong one. Improvised toxins, sorry, improved toxins rather. Your poison item gains 6 poison. Okay. Sanguine Valley. Enchant an item with damage effects. This used to be the lifesteal. For damage weapons, this mainly just doubles their damage straight up. So if I look at double barrel, yep, Obsidian just gives it double damage. Let's check musket, double damage. Check the grenade. Double damage, that makes sense. The reason I thought the grenade might be unique is because its deadly enchant says it deals double crit damage. And I wouldn't have been surprised to see something related to that. Figurehead? Figurehead says when you use an adjacent item, deal 20 damage. Yep, it's absolutely just pop it on the double barrel and blast folks away. Yeah, Hess there, but it's up against Pearl.
Like to change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
It's difficult to take something over Pearl. She can just give you anything. Icy Powder Keg. Deal damage equal to 30% of your enemy's max HP and then destroy this. Also, freeze a small or medium enemy item for 10 seconds. I mean, if I had hotspots, I guess, but also I would want this to be radiant if I had hotspots. Hotspots is whenever, not hotspots, sorry, I'm thinking of burning rounds? What are they called? Hot shots, maybe? It's when you use an ammo item burn. That would, of course, trigger the powder keg quite quickly. No, thank you. Fire Crow's Nest. Your weapons have 40% additional crit chance. If you have exactly 1, it has lifesteal. And when you crit with a weapon, burn 60. I wonder. So here's the thing, right? I do a lot of damage with my other weapons, but if the Obsidian Double Barrel is my only item on field and it's lifesteal, I think we might already be in the position the enemy can't do anything about me. I need Ramrod. Ramrod's just additional crit chance at that time. And this would be 40% crit chance, so I'd be replacing 30 with 40, 75% crit chance. Obviously, that has to go off field. I think that's our board.
That looks like the Cretaceous era? I
mean, Paul, do you want to upgrade the Crow's Nest for me?
This is talking fast.
Goldport had a chance, admittedly. I don't think I'm going to go with those, though. Yeah. I mean, I miss out on my freezing and everything, which is unfortunate. But, like, we doubled its damage and then we gave it almost 100% crit chance, so it's double. It's now 90% crit chance.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of
So that's,
storms.
what,
We're out to dethrone a king, not to
1.3k
squabble with nobody.
every 3 seconds and at lifesteals? I'm glad I slowed them at the start of the fight here.
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
I mean, yeah, if the Obsidian Double Barrel is going to carry so much damage, might as well be the tool that heals me as well. I mean, it'll get 20 damage and it'll deal 40 damage. It gets 10, it doubles it with Obsidian, and then it doubles it again with crit chance. And also it fires twice at the same time, so it's actually 80 more damage per barrage. Middle, you sell medium items. Do you want
Take
to
your
sell me?
time. I'm pretty laid back.
Pistol sword. Every 3 seconds, deal 32 damage. When you use an ammo item, deal 32 damage. It doesn't cost, like, it didn't cost me that much to get the fiery crow's nest. So what, it'd be like that? I don't think I take figurehead off the field. I don't think I pivot to pistol sword. Maybe if I still had my enchant coming. Also, I'd have to sell a fair few things to get it. Oh. Wanted poster. When you want to fight with the wanted poster in your inventory, you gain 3 additional experience. I'm going to get rid of the toxic cannon and take it.
If it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy.
Giving lifesteal to all weapons by default from elite duelists certainly seems interesting. I don't think I need it. What I really need is just haste for the Obsidian Double Barrel in some way.
Waste of gunpowder.
We're late enough in the game that the Star Chart event doesn't happen anymore. I'll take the Tropical Island and allow that to give me some additional HP. Slow-mo Lumbra teaches slow skills, Bjorn teaches free skills, and Old Zane teaches skills unique to Vanessa. Aquatic Rush for literally just haste on the Clamor at the start of the fight isn't bad, because then I can get freeze the first time you haste as well to chain off of that. That said,
Your father was a good friend, so I'll help you. But don't expect me to go back.
when your enemy has more health than you, your weapons have their cooldowns reduced by 5%. There's also Oceanic Rush. At the start of each fight, haste an aquatic item 2 seconds. I'll take it because I specifically pointed it out, but
Wait, Strauss, you were just a girl. You've come a long way, Lady Corsina.
even more damage would be very nice. Double the damage. Oh. Do you want to upgrade my the Tropical Island? I'd love it if you did. Ramrod currently has no function. Like, literally the 3rd barrage of the double barrel takes him out.
It's over already. We barely got our flags up.
That is at least true in this fight.
I
Oh, hello. Welcome to my business.
Thank you, Barkun. That is a huge upgrade for us. It's 10 additional, sorry, 10, it's 50, it's 10 additional cooldown reduction for Clamora, but it's 50 additional damage for the double barrel, which is actually 100 additional damage for the double barrel.
I made a sale.
Give me a gold tier loot item. I'm looking for cooldown reduction primarily. Yeah. I'll take the 105% crit chance, guarantee.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun. You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Oh dear. Icy Javelin. Freeze an item for up to 2 seconds.
Bring
Oh,
her
you missed
about.
it.
I've got another salvo with me.
You missed the only opportunity you had to freeze the double barrel. This weapon too strong. Look, I don't like to directly speak to game balance and stuff like that because I'm a game player. I'm not a game designer. I might have some insights, but like I don't have the insights with respect to the tools that fix those problems. I just, if anything, I'm good at being able to look at and identify that might be a problem. I can't necessarily tell you what the solution is. This needs to have less damage. I'm just gonna immediately contradict myself, right? Like the point is that's my default. However, this thing has had egregiously high damage for a couple of patches now.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
All right, see ya.
See that mountain? That's Paul. He might have what you need.
People first.
Oh, I should have gone for Jules Cafe for the additional damage actually there.
Buy, don't buy, as long as we get to hang out.
Yeah, these shops are very narrow. Frost Street Champion, freeze all but weapons, please, at the start of the fight, please. That'd be good for me, please. All right, I noticed that half of your health is missing. Surely that won't happen again. Oh no! Like, what other weapon does 860 damage twice every 3 seconds? Okay, yeah, I know, but they nerfed railguns, so now it's just the double barrel. Upgrade an item or gold tier skills? That's a great question. Additional ammo reload and additional crit chance means nothing to me. Slowing an additional item at the start of the game means very little. Especially because it's only slowing for a single second at the moment. I think I go for the gold tier skill.
Why does Lufu set himself apart? We Sphinxians must work together.
That's 5 times you slow each fight. Haste a vehicle 2 seconds. Your poison items have +4 poison for each weapon you have. It's definitely going to be improvised weaponry here. When you crit, your weapons gain 10 damage for the fight. Sure. If I have to go longer into a fight, that'll give me the ability to do so. Andy, do you want to just upgrade that Clamora for me so I don't have to worry about it? Apparently the answer is no. There's Grape Shot. Goodbye, Grape Shot.
Something big and ugly. Go see Paul.
Oh, I thought I was about to get served severely there. Thought I was about to get red for filth. No sapphire needed here, thank you. I'll take the additional experience. I gotta make sure that I exit this game on day 12, because every day we get past that, we get towards the days where people are really gonna punish me for just having 3 active items on field. Turbo docklines, turbo flamethrower. Do you have a turbo, like, bootstraps or something like that? What's up? Oh no, they slowed my double barrel? Anyway. It worked out pretty well. We're pretty late for C4 now. It teaches ammo skills, but like, can you teach anything that I deeply care about? Because I believe the answer to be no. I'm going to go to Adira and look for anything that can save my life.
I simply acknowledge the fact of my greatness.
First time you use large weapon, I don't use those. First time you use a vehicle, get crit chance. I don't have a vehicle and I don't need crit chance. Non-weapon items have 20% additional crit chance. I have no non-weapon items that can crit. Artillery spotter. If you have 5 or fewer items, your items have 20% additional crit chance. Woohoo! 125% crit chance. There's also retooled. Your leftmost tool has +1 multicast. Ramrod. Ramrod. I don't need your multicast. We're going with Healthy Heart. First time you fall below half health each fight, heal for 30% of max health and cleanse half of your burn and poison.
I've taught you all I can. Until tomorrow, that is.
That's pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. Literally just something that makes, like, keeps us in the game, keeps us healthy.
If you want cheap junk, go see Curio.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
Don't need the additional crit chance anymore. Long since solved that problem. I wonder if there's ever a point in getting a diamond port here. 28. 32. I have exactly enough money if I sell everything.
Maybe
Obviously not.
for business.
I can't think of anything in Trash Titan that especially helps us.
Yes, I will dance with you. To be a dervish is to be free. Join us.
When any player uses an item, all items gain 2% crit chance for the fight. This is the worst thing about this fight, the fact that he can just drop nothing. He can literally fail to give you anything. Got loot cooldown reduction. We all know what I'm looking for. Don't find it, that's scrap, but new food.
My lessons are painful. Are you prepared?
I don't think net launcher net launcher and paralytic poison both don't even occur. Submerged would be 9 additional damage for the double barrel. Which gets doubled to 18. Burn, your burn items are +4 burn, your poison items, let's see, poison. Sure, I guess I will, I'll burn 4 more every time I crit. Thank you. This one pretty much had to have cooldown reduction. I only really care about cooldown reduction for a specific weapon, so the 8% to everything doesn't matter to me that much right now. I'll take the insect wing. I'm gonna drag the obsidian double barrel far over to the left. I'll sell the wing, and then I'll take this fight. Kingle Crisp.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Okay, looks like that's a... Yeah, blast cannon. Oh, no. Obsidian powder keg is dealing double damage and has 90% crit chance. Yeah, they just blew it up and killed me immediately. That's pretty much what I was terrified about. So I got about 3 seconds into that fight because the double barrel went off once. Thankfully, I have one more loss until I get to Death's Door, but like, this is when I really needed to be out of the game, not in of the game.
Straight boulders. This is more fun. Whatever that is for, I hope it pleases you.
If the game lasts much longer, I would like to have more max HP and more regeneration. Interesting. Enchant an item with poison effects. I'm going to give that to the Clamourer because it will poison immediately at the start of the fight, which will cause freeze.
massage your rage. Your strength is beautiful.
I have definitely dug my heels in where I currently am. I am kind of just hoping that I really find an opponent that allows me to get my 10th win. But this board is getting worse all the time. Don't worry, I know. Upgrade an item to the double barrel. How much more double damage do you get? Double barrel. 25 additional damage, 50 additional... I mean, it's not nothing. But it's really difficult to get gold tier skills.
I will train you to live.
If you have exactly one weapon, it has +5 max ammo. If it's also aquatic, it has 25% additional damage. I'm gonna just give it the +5 ammo.
All wisdom has power, but not all power has wisdom.
I'm not firing that 18 times and then losing. We're just not getting that deep in the fight.
It's wise not to rush the flames.
Something for haste on the double barrel, admittedly, would be the best here.
Not war.
Doesn't count. Haste's a non-weapon item, says the astrolabe there.
I suppose you'll go by a weapon instead.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it, but maybe.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I just need my things to happen faster. That's a lot of healing and poison they have on that field. Very little shield. Your healing is huge, but it's not staggered from one another unless I freeze you. Unless I slow or freeze them. So I think I just cut through you.
Next
yeah,
time, boys,
a lot like that.
Less blunder, more plunder.
Hell yeah. This gun does a lot of damage, folks. Enjoy it while you can. There's no way this is gonna stay at this level for that long. Obviously, we got a bunch of additional damage for it, got the additional damage of the figurehead, got the crit chance of the crow's nest, also went to specific spaces to give it additional damage. It's got an obsidian enchant, but like, the obsidian enchant is what I needed for this to be viable for the last 3 days. Before then, it was completely viable just by itself. Incredibly powerful weapon.
I am the last daughter of House Corzina. My father lives through me.
I really want them to fix this bug. I'd like to be able to look at my board. Alas. Pretty good run, I feel. Pretty heavy on direction the entire time. Found additional things to help us along the way. The gunner pickup was insane. I was also very, very happy to finally get to use depth charge for the +5 ammo, because every single time I've seen that, I've been keen on it. I've just rarely had the opportunity to. I'm getting there. We're on Diamond 2 at the moment. I'm gonna work my way up to the legendary ranks. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been The Bazaar. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generally supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. At or above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Cold Heart. Hopefully you'll all be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.